Hi Cancers, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your last few weeks of February. All right, from about the 16th to around March 1st, we'll say, of 2018 reading. All right, so I'm already pulling in some energies I'd like to maybe discuss to see if there's anyone that these may apply to, because then Spirit's trying to kind of get you to come forward and learn something through my translation. We've got, starting out, I lay out a Lenormand spread before I actually do my videos because it's a way of me clarifying that I'm pulling the energies clearly. And on the bottom of the Lenormand deck, we have the Lady. So this is someone here who has female energy, is what I'm feeling, is very much comfortable where they're at. They're happy, they're content, they're joyful, and all of that, but they're a little bit bored and mischievous with their energies. Now, the card in the center of a 5-card spread is the Clover card. Now, first things first, the number 2 represents February, and I'm almost feeling like the second half of February. The Clover cards mean great luck, okay? Now, in the first week or so, maybe you guys are traveling or someone's coming to see you, but there's some sort of a meeting or negotiation taking place. And in the next, by the end of the last part of February, you guys are receiving a lot of positive energies, but from a snake, okay? From a person who is not so honest. All right, so I laid out a quick Celtic spread by using the Universal Love deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. And the expectancy card is sometimes we expect someone to fulfill this dream we've got in our head. And then when we come together and apart again, we start to feel the reality. So we have the dream card energy crossing that. Maybe not so much your dreams coming true, but things didn't happen for just no reason. This was definitely a lesson for someone out there. And I don't even think it's a lesson. I think it's something you had to confirm within yourself, that you could go and connect and see if this person is what's best for you. And I think you start to realize, no, but I have great positivity. And then when the person comes back in, you recognize it's a dishonesty. It's maybe a really strong seduction, but yet there's no emotion there. But you've got the luck. So, Spirit's saying in your thoughts position, it's a time to reflect. It's a time to look back on what was during this connection or of this connection, because luck's on my side regardless of whether I decide to stay with this situation or not. Now, this could be finances. So you got to remember, you have to apply it to your life path. Now, in the foundation position, we've got embrace. Wanting this embrace with someone, understanding over time that things didn't turn out exactly as we expected, but it brought us into self-reflection. Now, in the recent past, you guys received the listening card. Spirit was trying to communicate with you about something, and maybe it was taking that trip to get to talk to someone face to face and get clarity. So from the 16th on into that week, we do have energies of fear here when it comes to this full embrace, this full connection. And you guys in the next couple weeks have control over the trilogy of light energies. This is the first light when the earth appears. So what is it you want to manifest from what you finally see? And why is it that you have the energies of fear here? Now, in the spiritual guidance position, Spirit's telling you that the reason you have luck is because they're trying to help guide you towards a true and sacred union. Cool. So in your hopes and fears position, know that now is the time to use the universal heart energies to just open up and know that we are in love, whether we're with someone or not. Love is all around us. Okay, it's when we wake up, we breathe the air, we enjoy nature, we have food in our mouth and a roof over our head. These things actually are gifts from heaven as we take steps in our life to decide good and bad in our path. Long story. So basically, open your heart to everyone and know that as you just connect mildly, that is more than enough than fearing this intense embrace. Now in the outcome position, you're going through this transience. Each of these experiences are coming into you, and you're taking the time, hopefully in the next couple weeks, to think about the lessons, the experiences, what transpired. Because in a 3-card summary to my right, with the same Universal Love deck, you've got the golden path ahead. Ah, there's your luck. Next, you have the soulmate energies. So really taking your time, remember, to get beyond fear and to reflect about what it is you want to create. Sometimes a soulmate is coming in to teach us about ourselves, and then we're to let them go. And it's a little harder letting them go because we learned so much about ourselves. Look at, because of that connection, you are in the energies of emergence. This experience, which could have been with a soulmate, made your internal flame shine brightly. Maybe you found that good feeling within again of positivity. So in the outcome position, we've got the guardian energies. Someone who was special, who passed before you in spirit. They're there, this guardian, to do what? To bring blessings into your path. Okay, so they want you to always know that your memories will stay with you and that they're golden. But that now it's time for spiritual growth. To reflect and to meditate on that which you'd like to see take place in your life, to include, as you manifest, the reality and the truth of a situation. I see you giving birth to your inner child, but I almost feel like more Spirit's saying, you know, forgive yourself and the other person. Focus on a creative project, like I always say, because that's what we have control over giving birth to. If someone is meant to be, you will see after a time of observation. Okay, so I am now adding the Gateway to the Divine deck to the Universal Love deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. I forget the author of this. I'm going to have to look it up. Expectancy. So, something didn't turn out as expected in one area, but in another area, Spirit's saying financially, look at that, the Ace of Pentacles. There's a gift that Spirit wants to bring into your life. It could start small, and I think it's going to start when you let go of this old way of thinking about a person, place, situation, circumstance, and step with the Fool card energies into a new direction. So what do we do when we start in a new direction? We look at ourselves in our reflection and we understand what our soul is trying to tell us. What fulfills you? Okay, set a new goal in a way where you can fulfill your life every day by, I don't know, working on flowers, planting vegetables in the house over the winter, something you can start right now that you know will fulfill you on a day-to-day basis, so you don't need to rely on anyone else. And when you're busy reflecting, at some point you're going to understand that it's time to move away from all that has been. Maybe there've just been too many worries, and you get to reflect and move forward in a new direction. You may really want to have this embrace in your foundation, but Spirit's saying if you step in a new direction when it comes to finances and a new beginning, you're going to find yourself in a very secure position. Okay, so this is a timing thing. It may not be timing for love for this person, these energies, because for you guys, it's definitely about finances. So in the recent past, Spirit was trying to speak to you when it came to something that is just no longer necessary in your path. The party's over, time to move on. And that's why they're offering you the Fool energies. To let go of old dreams and fantasies, old battles, old worries, and to embrace a new beginning in creativity. Because creativity is going to help you in the first week when it comes to fear. Some of you are fearing that something has come to an end. Some of you are reflecting and realizing something's not worth the battle. Therefore, you're going to work on a creative project and embrace that instead of focusing on love at this time. So you're going to bring a situation to an end and work on a creative project that's going to heal energies of fear, pain, and anguish. It's about really getting into that self-contentment and joy by being proud of something that you manifest, that you can share as a gift with someone else, because that's what we have control over. When we start involving other humans in our life, then we have to deal with every energy they're tied to and so on. So in the relationship sector, we've got the trilogy of light. This is light opening up as in a new beginning. Okay, now for some of you Cancers, you may be charging in passionately after this new opportunity, this new direction, this new path in finances. But when I see the Knight of Swords, I always say it's time to put away the sword, take your horse for a drink of water, look at your reflection. Remember, you're God's child and you're kind. So as you are manifesting a new beginning, as you are letting go of something that you made up in your mind that someone didn't probably fulfill for you, it's just time to very quietly walk away and go give birth to a new project. Okay? For some of you, you have control over deciding if you want to start something new with someone who may have air in their chart, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Or that type of person is going to be involved. So spiritual guidance has to do with bringing you towards a sacred union, beyond fear, putting an end to things that cause fear, reflecting within to decipher, am I done with a situation that's caused me too much worry and or fear, right? Work hard on a project. Put all of your energy in. Take some time to think for a minute how far you have come in your life. What have you outgrown? And who are you now? I think after this creative new beginning in a project or, advancing in business somehow, Spirit wants to bring in a sacred union as you let go of the fear. So if you guys don't let go of the fear, you're going to be in defense mode with the sword, and Spirit wants you to embrace, right? You want to embrace. All right, so in your hopes and fears position, we've got this universal love, right? As you're hoping for universal love, for the whole world to remember that we are all children within. The blessings of financial security after all of your work will come in if you continue to hope, wish, and pray. Open your heart, be kind, but bring things to an end that caused negativity in your path for the last couple weeks of February. Because you're going through this transience of lesson learning, of also getting closer to your spirituality. So with the Queen of Cups energies, you're going to be able to hear your intuition more. So it's a time to be observant. What is it I truly want to embrace in my life? I know this new path is going to bring me to financial security, so I should probably focus on that and think about what it is I want to give birth to. Because at some point, someone may not be nice, and I'm going to see the truth of that, and that is going to help for me during a time of reflection to understand what my fear was about. So I'm going to keep my heart open and know that my gift of prosperity will be coming in because I let go of that fear. I open my heart to being kind and playful and fun with others, but to listen to my intuition. In a 3-card summary to my right, we've got this tantric union. So this is like a couple coming together that are two complete opposites. Spirit wants to give you a golden path because they're saying that this union with someone involves more than just the two of you. So you've got a gateway energy here to create miracles in your life, but you got to take control of that path. This may have very much been a soulmate, and a soulmate you can tell sometimes is a soulmate because they kind of kick you off balance. You kind of get everything you want. It's like looking in a mirror, and then you feel like that connection is awesome, but it never really balances out because it's a rough patch. Why is it a rough patch? Because like we said before, you're emerging spiritually to a higher level, and your internal flame will be burning stronger in its eternal manner. So in the outcome position, give birth to a new idea, project, gift, talent. Think about what that is. Focus on that instead of watching TV in the evenings and weekends. Spirit is offering you the energies of the magician to manifest a beautiful new beginning, to give birth, because you have all the energies at your fingertips. This is also next to the card of spiritual growth. You guys are learning. You're learning as you start to become more positive in your life path in general, that you can see a snake a mile away. Now, I do see another interesting thing here. So that could be finances. I mean, you guys have luck in finances if that's what you're worried about. There is plenty of luck in the last couple weeks of February, to the point where maybe you guys do become a little bit bored. And boredom is not good, right? Some of you may be traveling and meeting someone, and you may think, oh my gosh, I am so happy and fulfilled by this connection with this person, place, or situation, but there's a snake there. Okay, so it's going to be up to you to go through your spiritual growth, to look at the situation for what it truly is, and, you know, make whatever choice is appropriate. You are the boss of your path. All right, so Trilogy of Light, they keep saying it's time to manifest new things. So let's take a look. In a 3-card summary with the same Witch's Tarot deck by Ellen Dugan, we've got the first couple cards representing a soulmate connection. And the High Priestess is going to help for you to get there. Sweet, Cancers. So she's going to bring clarity to, is this a soulmate connection or not? And you're really dreaming to step and hoping that this Ace of Cups is going to lead you into a path of maybe a relationship for some of you, not all of you, whoever's energies I'm pulling. Or this is abundance. I'm feeling Spirit's bringing in a cup of abundance and happiness and fulfillment. But it's a bit of an education. There's a lesson here with someone. Okay, someone's giving you a lot of attention, but they have an ulterior motive with the shadow side energies. For some of you, not all of you, this could be someone who's in a leadership position, someone who does well financially, someone who has Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, and they're very focused and determined on starting this new business direction or these new ideas. If it is a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn you guys are thinking about, know that this person has a Queen of Wands around them, Sagittarius or Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and a Queen of Pentacles around them. Could be their sisters, could be their mother, could be 2 other business partners. This one would then be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn as well. So, because I do have someone from the past or someone who has children that there's been a connection with and they've been dragging their feet. Therefore, you guys have ended up in a position where you're feeling stuck and bored. Well, the High Priest is saying congratulations. You guys figured out the lesson. Hopefully. Or you got to go back through it again with someone else, right? Take one of these keys, step into a new path, and as you do, step also into the throne of the Queen of Swords. She speaks her truth in a very fair and just manner. She clearly defines her boundaries. And she says, if you don't have the same goals as I do, then I'm going to cut you out of the path and move on to the next. Yeah, someone's going to come in and offer their heart, and you're going to look a little bit closer, and you're going to realize that that cup is empty. Therefore, some of you are going to decide to leave troubled waters in the past and move on. Could be from finances or a relationship. Things are going to happen quickly. A message is going to come in when it comes to prosperity, and you guys can make a wish come true. With the star card energies as a major arcana, Spirit's going to help for you to do so. So, this whole process of moving in this new direction is helping for the Ten of Swords to dissipate. For you to understand that the owl there is representing your wisdom and knowledge. And this path is over. So the angel in the form of an owl is there to help you to stand up and to understand how much stronger you are than you have ever been in your life path up to this point. And they're even offering you a little more strength energies with the strength card to begin something new, to take the time out and think about which path is the best one for you. Get clear about your perspectives of your situation, knowing that a little bit of it might be about fantasy. Take some time, the Hanged Man energies, to look at things from every perspective and don't have harsh words. Okay, this whole thing is ending. Look at this, because it's supposed to. It's karmic. There may not have been, with the Tower card energies, a much of a foundation. Maybe it was just a sexual, passionate thing, and when that dissipates, as it always does, what memories did you build? What do you got to cling to, you know? So step into the New World portal. Don't be afraid to understand that if someone doesn't want to make an offer, it wasn't meant to be. Okay? The happily ever after is being brought to you karmically. So work hard at what fulfills you in your path, understand how far you've come, and maybe some of you are contemplating moving ahead in this new path. Because you have the knowledge and the experience, you can now step further in your path and create something much more fulfilling. Some of you, for sure, have been reaching out to someone at a distance who is being dishonest. Now, in the outcome position, we do have either you carrying these energies. For some of you, I feel like this could be a fire sign you guys are attached to or communicating with somehow. This is an older person, older than you. Fire sign, Sagittarius, or Leo. Woo! And they're tied to some sort of heartache here. You feel like you have worked hard to put something together in this situation, and you're about ready to lay down the path because this person has their armor on. And they're looking at their family. Almost in a protective mode is what I just felt. So do we really want a battle to come into this dream of a happily ever after? It's time for someone to come to the truth of the situation and to step into a new path, a new beginning, whereby which that double-edged sword is going to cut away from old people, places, circumstances, situations, ways of thinking. And that's when you start to shine like the sun. Now you have earned the Empress energies, which is a major arcana, and Spirit's going to help for you to set new goals in your path. If some of you decide to go back to a person who's not open with their feelings, their emotions, their thoughts, then they're never going to open up when it comes to their life path or their money. Justice is in your favor. Some of you feel like you can't make a choice, but the card on the bottom of the deck tells me that you're going to be receiving a message, a new message about finances, and or a new message from a fire sign, Sagittarius or Leo, and that's going to help for you to cut away from whoever the snake is, okay, that we talked about before, because they're going to, whoever it is going to come in and damper your positivity. That's how you're going to know you need to be gone with that. even if it's business, then you move on and you find another job. I mean, you just, if it's blessed to be, you'll know. Ask Spirit to lead you, okay? So the card I pulled from, I love this deck. This is the Journey of Love deck by Alana Fairchild. And the card I pulled for you guys earlier is Devotion to the Small. 32 is 5, and 5 to me is just taking some time to reconnect with yourself. And I'm going to read from the book to give credit to the author. There's an innate wisdom within you that understands this devotion to Earth Mother as an important step in fulfilling your spiritual destiny on this planet. She is speaking to you now, letting you know that there is a small change happening, something that is growing within you that you may recognize but not think is so important. Yet she tells you now it is very significant. Soon you will see that what you thought was a seed to yield a single flower is actually blossoming into a lush garden of manifestation. Gratitude and love for the small changes happening are leading you into fullness, a fullness that you can only dream of and joy. The Earth Mother has gratitude for your presence with her being, for the work you are doing to help other human beings. She asks for you to surrender any concerns that you have to her, to let her creative power continue to gently guide you in your rightful place in the world, that you may shine as you were born to do so in service to the evolution of this planet. She is helping you now. Trust her. What is the truth of your thought? It's time to tend to something within you where you can help others for the last couple weeks of February. That's going to bring you some karmic blessings and clarity when it comes to whoever the snake is. So, spiritual advice real quick I'll do with the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those being obedient about where it is that you belong. That was a message. We'll try again. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Cancer with clearly defined messages regarding Cancer's life path here on Earth at this time on into and through the last 2 weeks of February 2018. Okay, so they're definitely trying to, Spirit's trying to connect with you guys about love. Write down what love is to you. Write down the qualifications of a soul that they must have to stay in your path. Actually, think about this. We are in love every day, but who is the best friend we're going to pick? Who's the person we're going to grow old with and laugh together with as we're helping change each other's diapers? That is what love truly is. So you got to keep that in mind. It's that long term. And let go of the things that are not sticking around. In your thoughts, it's about self-fulfillment. Paint a picture, draw a picture, write a book, do photography, take a course in something that interests you, start a small business. Figure out your soul purpose, but definitely help with charity in the last couple weeks of February if you can. So in your foundation, you've got the High Priestess of Water. She's helping you with your emotions. And since you're a Cancer, you are thinking in your thoughts above there of not only letting go of a love that maybe you thought was love, but also of finding that fulfillment. Those energies are available to you now, and whether or not you guys take upon these energies and apply them by taking action, you'll just stay stagnant, right? So in the past, we had fragment. You only saw a small piece of a big puzzle. I feel like some of you are going to travel and have a meeting with someone, come together. Remember, you have a lot of luck. And for some of you, recognize that you may just plain out be bored, okay? And you'll be positive after the visit, but I think you're going to start to see someone as not a very honest person. We'll just put it that way. So in the next few weeks, take an oath to yourself about what it is you're going to do. Are you going to let go of what you thought was love and work on what truly fulfills you? Because as you're doing that in the next 4 to 6 weeks, you are going to have to make that decision because a message is going to come in. And Wow, Spirit's saying when that message comes in, it's like Spirit's going to be shining that reality, that information, that clarity down upon you, and you're going to come into some sort of understanding. And I think it has to do with taking an oath to fulfillment, because that's what it's lined up diagonally. What fulfills you? What do you have control over every day that you can get the supplies to do and you can have fun with, that will get you away from thinking that our inner joy comes from other humans? All right, so it doesn't. It has to start within. So your hopes and fears may have to do with the fact that something is complicated. Maybe your emotions when it comes to what you're trying to take an oath about. Well, don't worry. Because in the outcome position, Spirit sending the High Priestess of Air in to help you to cut away from people, places, circumstances, situations, feelings. Okay, even if we're not strong enough to do so. All right, so I'm going to pull a quick word of prayer to close the reading with by Doreen Virtue. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Cancer with clearly defined messages regarding this path. A word of prayer, please, to close the reading with. Ooh. Okay, you guys got Jesus. I pray for Jesus' help and guidance with the situation. And I love this card because it's like, imagine that he's putting his hand right on you. He is communicating with you. Spirit's communicating with you to let go of something and to find that inner fulfillment so that life doesn't have to be complicated, so that you can be you and Spirit can bring in what is best for you. Mother Mary sends you this card because you have a close and personal relationship with her son Jesus. They both hear and lovingly answer your prayers. Jesus offers healing support to you and your loved ones, as well as helping you with faith in God's miracles of love. This card is also a reminder that Jesus loves you and everyone on the planet. Regardless of faith, he's a wonderful role model of forgiveness, of integrity, and of love that you can emulate in your current situation. So think like Jesus does, right? Give everyone an opportunity to prove themselves, but in the meantime, focus on how you can help others and how you can do something creatively and give it to others, because there is a little bit of denial here. And I think denial has to do with letting go. All right, so if these messages apply, great. If not, check your rising sign video or your moon sign video, or come to me for a personal read. I'm available at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. Thank you so much for stopping by. Take care and God bless.